I leave it like that. Audio. I got the audio. Got the audio. A little late. So right, nobody's here anyway. So oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't want to get copyright strike on that. That's funny. Wow, 11 meters. And hello, everybody. Well, nobody in the chat. Somebody was watching and they left. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Danny. I am located in Yonkers, New York, USA. And welcome to the live stream. I'll be on for about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours. I don't think I'm going to do a marathon today. Definitely not a marathon today. It's a beautiful day outside. I want to enjoy the weather outside. Today is up to, I don't see the weather thing. We don't have the weather. I know. Well, anyway, Alexa, it was 70 degrees. It just hit 70 degrees. So, hello, Kamal Zoro, and welcome to the chat. How's it going? So, yeah, 70 degrees today here in Yonkers. The sun just finally broke out. It was cloudy earlier today. It was rainy, drizzly all day yesterday. And, yeah, so finally the sun broke out. Is nice day outside now. So I was listening to my scanner, and 11 meter band, 26.905 is somebody's playing music. Oh, that's it. I'm going to get a copyright. Yeah, 26 megahertz. 26.9 megahertz. Somebody's playing music. So, and of course, all these days, 10 meter, 11 meter, everything is good. Sounding good. Yeah. So let me not and I also heard on my scanner. Oh, let me just show you guys who guys are watching. Day before yesterday, my scanner, I was picking up WWV, 25 megahertz one, which I haven't heard in a while, quite a bit. So I actually recorded that one. Yeah, 25 megahertz, because the scanner has the lowest frequency it can go to. Lowest is 25 megahertz up to 900 megahertz in the scanner right here. Gunther Binding, greetings from Germany, and hello, Gunther. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, 11 meters definitely open 10 meters, and it's fun to listen to these bands. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep scanning.
I just had to key it up and let you know what we got here in Dallas. 999.
Of course, that's a CB band. Let me just point that a little bit to my scanner right here. I gotta try to move. So of course that's channel 6, I believe. CB. All right, let us scan.
At 269, I'm waving right back at you. You take up there in Jersey. 1378, Oklahoma City. I'm back waiting.
A lot of CB action. Not only channel 6, but this is what channel that would be. My scanner, so can't see what. Let me switch it over to the CB. Let me lower that for a minute. Switch it over to the CB. Oh, channel 19. Interesting. Okay. So channel 19. Wow. Yeah, but it sounds better. It sounds better on the scanner. Put it right. Okay. Now there's this thing. Sometimes this thing, the audio thing goes. Okay, there you go. Oh, look at that. 25 megahertz. WWV with the scanner. Pretty cool. So conditions are really good. I say, wow. Pretty good. Wow. And I don't get this often. The 25 megahertz one. I don't get it too often. But it's coming in good today. The last couple of days. With the disco and the scanner. When I put it on my MLA 30. Hey, David, Radio Room, how's it going? My MLA 30 with the other radios, I can't get this. But with the disco, 25 megahertz. Go figure. It's pretty cool. Wow. Coming in good too, nice and loud. I'm telling you, this scanner surprises me. It never stops surprising me how good the scanner is. And we even with the I hooked up the disco to this radio. I couldn't get it like that. The audio was not that good. And also with the Yaesu, 25 megahertz. No, the scanner, boom. Okay. Of course, you got the CB going on and all that.
I just want you to all say it loud. We don't tell a lie. We cannot tell a lie. Got everybody got access to my...
Okay, let's go back to it. Man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so wow. Pretty cool. All right, let me just stop it. Man, it just came in and that's it. Wow. Hey, what's up, Bobby? All right. Yeah. So wow, 11 meters is good too. I heard somebody play music. Just since I got on, somebody's playing music on 26.9 megahertz. I pick up WWV 25 megahertz with the scanner, nice and loud. And of course, you got the CB going on, all the CB. Channel 6, channel 19. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on today. Wow. I get WWV again. 25 megahertz. Come on. Yeah, now it's not. It's not happening now. There you go. Wow. Interesting. Wow. So I made a recording of this one. 25 megahertz. Because that's the first time I ever picked it up with the scanner. That's the bottom of the scanner. It's 25 megahertz. So I just put that band and boom. Because I'm telling you, I don't get that's the only WWV that I don't get off in here. It's the 25 megahertz one. All the other ones I get, the 20 megahertz, 15 megahertz, 10, 5, even the 2.5 megahertz. I get that. I got that one before. And of course, the 60 one. But the 25, I don't get it often. I've not really tried, but I just haven't got, I don't have any video on my channel of 25 megahertz. So I'm gonna upload this one later on tonight. The one that I recorded 2 days ago, excuse me. Because that's nothing, just during the day. So right now it's 418 is coming in good. 25 megahertz. Let me try it one more time. Let's scan. Okay, I'll keep going. Oh, see? Somebody's playing music. Let me lower it. I don't want to get hit with a 26.9 26.905 actually, to be exact. Somebody's playing music. I don't know if it's a local. I don't know what it is. I don't want to put it because I don't want to copyright. They've been playing music since I got on. That's pretty cool. That's funny. Somebody's playing music. Yeah, that's pretty cool. King and DXer, I heard WWV and WWVH on 5 megahertz early this morning. Okay. Excuse me. I usually only WWV on 5 megahertz at night here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I heard them all. Finally, 25 megahertz recently. Like I said, a couple of days ago, I heard it, and you just heard it right now on the scanner with the disco. Oh, come on. I don't want to. No copyright. Come on, man. I forgot to, let me see. 25 megahertz. Yeah, now 25 megahertz is faded. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to get a copyright. Yeah, so it just faded now. Wow. So anyway, so I got a recording on this live stream, and I'm going to upload the video for that one later on. And I try to do that one with the 25 megahertz on this radio was much better. But on this radio, barely. With the MLA 30, I couldn't get it. It was too much noise. And of course, this radio also, not that. So the disco, and I even switched the disco to this one to see if I can get a better signal. Same thing. It's just that the scanner, I'm telling you, the scanner always surprises me more and more. I had a scanner for 5 years now, and it always, and I would just say, let me just scan the 10 what is it? 10 meter, 11 meter, boom. And right there, WWV came in. And it was raining. It was the day before. It was raining too. But my God, it's pretty good. I'm gonna let it scan until it locks in on it. No, I don't want the Super Bowl. Okay. Let me see. No, not the music. I'll try again later then. Yeah, it's not gonna. Okay, forget it. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Wow. I may just send the QSL for that. 25 megahertz. Wow. King DXer 870 WWL in New Orleans had dead air here a few times before midnight. Central 0500 UTC. I heard Radio Reloj from Cuba underneath WW. Okay, cool. I also heard Radio Reloj under WBAP Fort Worth on 820. Yeah. No, last night I was listening to WFAN, and for good, I thought it went. I thought it just for like 2 minutes. It was dead silence. And this was around 11 o'clock at night. No, actually, it was later. It was like past midnight. I'm listening to sports talk, because obviously Yankees got swept. So people are acting like they're shocked. No, I told you people. I told everybody they were going to lose to Houston. Did I not say that? I didn't think they were going to get swept. I thought they were going to at least win one game or two games. I didn't think they were going to get swept. But I said it. I'm not surprised they lost. They lost the way they lost. They got exposed. So anyway, so I'm listening to that sports talk. So it only went dead for about not 10 minutes. It was a good 5 minutes. It was silent. I was like, what happened? And I was like, I thought they just went off for it. But then it was just that, I guess that, it didn't like that. It was silent, but it was, what do you call it? They were still transmitting, it was just silent. So I guess it was on their end. It was like maybe in the studio. But I thought the signal went off the air. Because had that 660 wouldn't went off the air. Oh my God, that would have been like I don't know what I would have got at 660 if WFAN was not on the air. David's Radio Room. Relo is everywhere at my QT. Yeah, because you're in Georgia. You're right there. Yeah, Georgia. Yeah, so yeah, I only hear the 790 I pick up sometimes here. Although lately I haven't been. I can sometimes hear it. Now I'm getting Miami. I'm getting Radio Libre. What is it? What's that? What's in the station? A call letter? I forgot the call. I made a video on it the other day. Because I switched formats recently too. I think it used to be I forgot what it was before. Oh, WAXY. So that's what I get now. From Miami. I pick it up here. WAXY. And it's not Radio Libre. It's I guess conservative talk now. Something like that. And yeah, because I looked at the website and it's conservative talk radio or something. So they switched formats. Because I remember, I think it was a sports talk before that. It was sports or something. Because I saw a tweet about it that some ESPN guy got upset about it that they were switching. And anyway, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I picked up. So I don't know if they when they switch formats, all of a sudden I picked them up now. So I don't know if they, since they switched, I don't know if they're transmitting at a higher power. But now I pick it up more often. And before that, I never picked up Florida 790. The only thing I picked up on 790 was a while back was Atlanta. It was a multicultural one of those stations. I think it was Korean. It was some station in Atlanta. I forgot what the call sign was. I'm sure David, you know what. But that was a while back. That was a few years ago. And then I never picked it up again. Then all I kept picking up was Radio Relo. I think it's WQXT. I don't know if I forgot the station from Atlanta. I forgot what it was. I know I looked it up back then, and it was I think it was a multicultural something anyway. And when I heard that station, there was that at that night it was Korean. And I confirmed it. I went to the website and I heard the stream and excuse me. Keegan DX, or I also heard Radio Velo on 860 through a mix of what is likely KKOW, Pittsburgh, Kansas, and CJBC Toronto. Okay. And that was around 520 UTC. Okay. Keegan DX, Relo catches at 820, 860, 870 are new to me. Okay. Sometimes I heard on 570 and 950. Yeah. 570, not a chance because I get WMCA, and that is a powerful station too. That's another powerful station we have here nearby. It's WMCA. The Mission is called the Mission. Is religious. It's religious and also conservative, I think. Yeah, I know because it's from the they. I think that's a sister station of The Answer, which is 970 here in New York. We have The Answer here, so that's the sister station of that. The Mission. Salem. Oh yeah, Salem Radio Network. That's the who owns them. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool that I got that. Wow, like the conditions are pretty good. And there was something I was gonna bring up today, and I totally forgot what it was. Wow, I forgot what it was. To be honest. Oh, that was another thing. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna start with that because David is here now, and I read his comment on that guy's video. I don't. I'm gonna David. If you remember this, right? I think he posted this in September. Is Dave Kassler? I know you guys know who he is. He's like a big ham radio guy. I don't know if he wrote books and stuff. I think he wrote books or whatever. So I I'm I don't subscribe to this channel because that's all a lot of ham related stuff. And I back then, now I'm more. So he made a video about the chameleon. Is it a chameleon? What is it called? It's a $500 loop. It's a $500 loop. I think there's a new preamp that came out with it. So he was doing it. This is what I'm talking about, the comparison, people. When I do a comparison on two antennas, I like to show you and so you can hear it. Like I'll connect them both to the SDR, I'll play it, and I switch it right there so you can see the noise in real time and not see. He made a video that was 32 minutes long, and I thought he was going to do that. I thought he was actually going to have because he owns the MFJ loop. That's the same loop I have, the MFJ 1886. Oh, okay. He gave you Dave Kassler gave me my novice test. Okay. Oh, that's cool. My little thing about this is that if you're going to do an antenna comparison, why not let us hear the antenna, let us hear the radio, because he's done videos like that too, where he said, okay, this is antenna A, this is antenna B. It's antenna A, it's antenna B. Okay, you can see it. He didn't do that with this video. And I was like, I felt like I wasted 20 minutes of my life watching. That was in 1976. Okay, wow. It's a long time ago. Wow. So I thought because he showed a picture of the MFJ and that I forgot what's the name of that loop. It's called I think it's Chameleon Pro XL. I don't know. It's a $500 loop. It's like $510 the loop cost. I looked it up. It's like $500. He took a picture of them on top of his roof in his house, I guess. I thought he was gonna do a video. I thought he was gonna switch the video and show them, But all I saw was, and I had to fast forward. I'm not gonna sit there and watch the whole thing. Nothing but PowerPoint presentation slides, like reading stuff. I was gonna leave a comment and say, seriously, you couldn't put the, he's done those videos before that he switched back and forth with, like I done those videos. I done it with my SDR. Okay. And antenna A is gonna be this one, antenna B is gonna be. It was just PowerPoint presentations. And I was like halfway through it, and I said, let me just fast forward, see if nothing. And then I read your comment. David, you put a comment in there. Something about I need to go fire. I need to, like, you wrote, wow, I need to go fire up my MLA 30 or something. And that's another thing I was gonna get into, because I feel like, man, I don't want to say disingenuous, but, and he said it, he admitted it. He said MSJ sent me this loop, Chameleon sent me this loop. So they sent them to both loops. And a lot of some of these hams, like, they don't. He's like, you don't know about the MLA 30? You've been under a rock all this time. If you don't know what the MLA 30 is by now, you got to be under a rock. I'm ham or no ham. You got to know what the MLA 30 is by now. I'm shocked that some people still don't know about the MLA 30. And that's what I saw the comment that you made about, wow, let me go, because again, I make comparison. You see my video, MFJ 1886 versus the MLA 30, and it was not that far. The MFJ was not that much better than the MLA 30. It was not that much better. It was not definitely $350 better. It beat it by not that much. Okay, it was not overwhelmingly, this antenna is way better than this one. It wasn't even that. It was close. So I was looking forward to seeing the Pixel, whatever. I think that's what it was called before, the Pixel loop, to the MFJ. I was looking, but then he didn't do that. He put slides, like, a bunch of text. And I just said, I can't watch this. I like 10 minutes of the video, I just said, I'm gone. I can't watch, because I thought he was going to do that. And I started thinking about, saying, I'm going to talk about this, because I think that was a little bit, and of course he favored the Pixel loop, because that was the one that was provided to him. So, and I feel that's the problem with some of these hams. They are, I'm going to say it, they're bought. They're bought. They're getting all the MFJ goodies. They're getting all the stuff goodies. They're not going to review. He's not going to put the MLA. I'm shocked if he puts the MLA 30 in his channel and compare that to like what I done. MFJ. And I bought my MFJ. MFJ did not give me my loop. I bought that. I paid $300 something. Okay. I paid over $300 for the MFJ, for the original one. The other one, of course, I bought it on what it was. I forgot what I think it was. I paid for it. It was Craigslist. Yeah, Craigslist. Hello, Jim's radio check. It's soaking, raining over there. Okay, yeah. Well, we had that here yesterday. Last couple of days we had that here. Now the sun is out, and it's 70 degrees, 71 degrees. I just saw it on my right there in the browser. I mean, my desktop right there. 71, partly sunny. Okay. Yeah. So when I saw that video, I said, I learned a lot from his channel. Dave Castle, I learned a lot from your channel. But I feel like that video, it's like he was bought and paid for. I couldn't take that review seriously. Because first of all, he didn't show it. He didn't show it. He just put a couple of screenshots of the graph. And you notice that the MFJ, actually the MFJ in my eyes was better, because of the screenshot alone, the noise flow was lower and the signal was just as good as the $500 loop. But I guess since Chameleon gave him the loop to review, he's not gonna bash the Chameleon loop, because he's not gonna get anything else from them. And I feel like that's what happens with a lot of these channels. They are, I can't take their review seriously, because I feel like some of them are bought and paid for. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not singling out one person, but I'm just saying in general. Like, unless you tell me you bought it with your own pocket, because again, I'm not getting everything I got here is bought and paid for. Nobody's sending me stuff to review. So, and when I saw that video, I saw David's comment about, wow. I think I don't know if it was some sarcasm that you put in that one. I'm gonna look up the video, but I don't want. I can't show you anyway. And basically, I said I'm gonna fire up because I was gonna leave a comment. I was gonna leave a comment and say, listen, $500 for that loop? No, thank you, but no thanks. I'm happy with my $40 MLA 30 because it's a receive loop antenna. The both of them, the ones he was comparing. But again, if you're gonna do a comparison video, put the you don't have. You can still put the camera in front of the screen and do both of them. Switch. Not put PowerPoint presentation slides with a bunch of text. That's boring. I don't want to read that. If I want to read all that, that's not a comparison. Just like the SDRPlay guy, there was this guy that he started comparing videos. I mean, not video, antennas. And then for some reason, they didn't want to touch the MLA 30. Everybody kept saying, everybody was saying, why don't you do a comparison with the MLA 30? Because he was doing a Wellbrook versus cross county wireless, whatever the hell it's called. He was doing the Wellbrook versus, but everybody was like, I even put a comment. I say, dude, like have you been under a rock? MLA 30. Let's see a comparison with the MLA 30. So finally, I think they made a comparison with the MLA 30. I think they do. I don't even know if they did, but I think he finally. But and I did that from the get-go. Here. The minute I bought the MLA 30, I said I'm gonna compare it to the MFJ. And I didn't hold back on it. I said the MFJ. I said if I had to do it all over again, I would have never bought the MFJ loop. But when I bought the MFJ loop, the MLA 30 was not around. Okay? So that's the difference. That's why I bought the MFJ loop. Because when I bought the MFJ loop, at that time, the only loops that were out there was the Wellbrook, the W6 LVP, which I was close to buying that one. But I went with the MFJ because it looked more durable. Because the W6 LVP, I'm sorry, is PVC and all that. That's gonna break down in a few years with the UV and all that. That's gonna break down. And I wanted something durable. And the price, actually, the MFJ was cheaper than the W6 LVP. I think the W6 LVP is like, I think in total is like $375 when you buy everything. And you get all the stuff for it. Yeah. So that was my little pet peeve about that review that he did. I was like, you don't put videos up on it. You're just putting a bunch of PowerPoint stuff on it. I'm like, this is, I left. I said, 10 minutes into the video, I said, okay, why am I not seeing video? And I forward, fast, and I didn't see it. I said, you know what? Forget it. So that's a video that I will not do. If I'm going to do a comparison, you're going to see it on the screen. SDR, or I'm going to put it on a radio like this, and I'm going to use a switcher, antenna switcher. This is this one. This is this one. This is, you can visually see the signal meter, and also you can hear it. Not PowerPoint presentations with too much, But then again, that's what happens when you're a ham that wrote books and whatever. Yeah, I know you want to sound, but it's not that complicated, people. An antenna comparison, it shouldn't be that complicated. Especially if you're trying to because I get that too. I get those comments too, like, well, it's not a really scientific approach. Well, I don't have a freaking lab here. I'm sorry. and I don't have a white lab coat, and I don't have a freaking lab here. So chill out. But I'm gonna put them as the same height. Try to get the same cable in, and try to do everything the same. More or less. And you're never gonna get 100%, but at least people want to see that. That's what I'm saying. That people want to see that stuff. So let me go down here. Let me catch up a little bit right here. Okay. Got an inch. Okay, Jim's radio check. Got an inch of rain. Today is already supposed to get 1 or 2 inches rain overnight. Let me go right in. Keeping the X survey. I don't know if here in North Arkansas. Daytime and nighttime. I'll get to that in a second. Yeah. Also rain in my aunt's in the Texas Panhandle the same day. Okay, so this is all weather talk here. And I have to agree with the human 30. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing though, that they're not gonna talk about that because like we still don't know who. I mean, like who made the MLA 30? Is a bunch of makers that make it? Like, is there like a one company that could claim that they make the MLA 30? It's like a mystery. It's like Shiba Inu, the person that developed the token. It's a mystery. It's like a mysterious person. Because MFJ, you know who makes the MFJ Enterprises makes the MFJ. Yeah, right? Who made the MLA 30? Who has a patent for that? Because that antenna is selling like crazy. Of course, it'd probably be something like AirSpy gonna come and claim it, like they did with the U-loop. They didn't invent the U-loop, people. So I get these comments all the time. You have the fake U-loop, right? And I'm like, no, I don't. It's just that AirSpy put their brand on it. So now everybody thinks that AirSpy is the one that invented the U-loop, which is not true. They did not invent the U-loop, people. Okay? No, they didn't invent the U-loop. So yeah, MLA 30. I was wondering who owns the patent for the MLA 30 and who, like what company, because what is it? Mega Loop? It's called Mega Loop MLA 30. Let me look at it right here. See? It's very generic. It doesn't have like a company or anything like that. And of course, they're not going to review an antenna like this. The only person that actually reviewed this antenna, well, he does a lot of tech stuff. It's Tech Minds. He reviews a lot of stuff, Tech Minds. And he reviewed this antenna, the MLA 30. But I noticed a lot of hams don't want to review MLA 30. They're like, I guess they don't, I don't know, maybe they're not getting something for it, so they don't want to review it. Say, it's a piece of junk. It's a piece of junk antenna. Of course, a company like Chameleon, whatever, sends you a $500 antenna. Of course, you got to talk good about it, because otherwise they're going to cut you off. They're going to cut you off, right? If a company sends me a $500 antenna, and I compare the antenna with the MLA 30, and I bash that antenna, you think they're going to send me something else after that? No. So that's why I know. That's why these videos that you see, you got to take them with a grain of salt. You can't believe everything they're saying. You can't believe it. Because they didn't buy it out of their own pocket like I did. My MFJ, I bought it out of my own pocket, and I compared it when the time came. I compared it to the MLA 30, and like I was just saying a few minutes ago, have the MLA 30 been around when I bought my MFJ? I would have never bought the MFJ. I would have bought the MLA 30, and I would have been happy with that antenna. I wouldn't have spent $300 in change, and I want to. Even Jill said it with the W6LVP. He said, had that antenna had the MLA 30 been out when, back then, a few years back? Because the MLA 30 has been around for like 3 years now. A little over 3 years, right? It's not that, it's like 3 years old now. About three and a half, almost 4 years now. 3 or 4 years. And because I think he even said it. He said it that have that antenna been out back then when he picked up the W6 LVP, he would have never bought that. And I feel the same way with the MLA with the MFJ 1886. Because what I'm using now, I'm using the MLA 30. It's easy to set up, quick. I can set it up anywhere. I can put it on a broomstick with a tiki torch spike, hammer into the ground. That's it. I have it right there, right outside there. You know, and it works just as good as my MFJ. You know, my MFJ right now is one on the roof. I'm not even using it. It's collecting dust up there. The other MFJ is over there. That one is going to the boiler room, and I'm gonna reroute that cable to come over here and use it over here because I'm not using them. Not using them at all. I wound up buying 3 MLA 30s, 2 the original, and then the plus is a stock. I have it out there, the stock one. The other 2, I modified them. I changed the B and C. I put the B and C on them, and one has the copper, one is a hula hoop. Jim's Radio said for the price, I thought I'd be getting another one for the other side. Yeah, and they kept saying $40. $40. So like what Dave just said it, right? Yeah, we buy one point to north to south, buy another one point to east to west. Have 2 of them. That's what I did. I got one east to west. I got one going north to south. Jim. I got the same one. My stock one is east to west, and the modified hula hoop one is north to south. So I can switch between them. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, with what I paid for my MFJ, I could have bought like 5, at least 5, 6 MLA 30s. Because I paid about a total of 300 and what it was. And it's cheap, and the price went up on the MFJ 1886. It was 249. When I bought the MFJ 1886, it was $249, and the shipping was $50. So it was $299, $300, rounded off $300. That was what I paid for the MFJ 1880. Now the price went up on there. I think now it's $349. No. I think it's $299 now. I think. Let me look it up. I'll tell you right now. What's the MFJ price now is? MFJ. Let me see. $319, and so now it's $319.95. Yeah, $319. So $319.95, and of course the shipping, if it's still the same, is $50. So now we're talking about $370 for the MFJ 1886. So I bought it, and it lasted me all this time. I had it for a long time. I had it for almost 5 years now. But like I said, back then, if the MLA 30 would have been around, I would have bought the MLA 30. I would have saved all that money. I would have saved that money. I could have bought me a radio. Another radio. Yo. So that's what happens. That's why when you watch these videos, and he disclosed it. He said, no, Kamina gave me this loop to review. MFJ gave me this loop a while back. You gotta take it with a grain of salt because if he says anything negative about either one of those antennas, they're gonna cut him off. They're gonna say, no, I'm not gonna send you any more goodies. That's why I watch other channels, that they don't have that. They're not bought. How you say? They're not paid for. You know what I mean? Like I want a real honest review of you see, like Jill's, he put an honest review. He didn't, nobody bought him the radio. He bought the radio, and when he bought this radio. When he bought this radio, he made an honest review about it. And I remember that was the issue that I had with this radio, was the bandwidth was too wide. But I thought it was me, because that was my first radio back when I came back to shortwave. When I came, listening to shortwave again, I thought it was just me. And of course, like, the bands are not crowded now, like a long time ago. I thought, I was like, I put out narrow and that's it. I could deal with it. But but he's right. If there's two stations near together, you're gonna get that bleed over thing. And when he pointed that out, people got upset. People took it like a personal attack. But I agree with it, because I was always wonder, that bandwidth is kind of a little too wide. But I thought it was just me, and I never brought it up. And then when he brought it up, I said, "Oh yeah, so I'm not alone." And it's a nice looking radio, but there's flaws on that radio. I noticed the flaws on this radio too. And it's a nice looking radio, don't get me wrong, but I did notice some stuff on the radio, the flaws. I noticed certain things about the radio that I wasn't like. That's why I wanted to buy another radio, because if this radio would have been perfect, I would have never bought another radio. It's still a good radio. I still enjoy listening to the radio, but I noticed it, and I was like, I thought it was just me, because first of all, that was my first radio back from the hobby after what, 20-something years, almost 30 years. And a lot of things changed. When I was looking up the shortwave station, a lot of them were gone, and it's just not crowded. I would put on narrow and that's it, and I was fine with it. But I noticed certain things about it. It was flawed. I was like, okay, yeah, Let me go down here. Okay, that's the David. And one day the MLA 30 is the initials of the company. Yeah, because it's what is it called? Mega Loop. Yeah, Mega Loop. Because that's the name they put on it. Mega Loop. It's on the no, it's not on the it's on the preamp. When you look at the preamp, they're all outside. There's Mega Loop. But yeah, I wonder that too. What's the but I always wonder that who actually, is it like some secret company and they're raking in all the money? Because I'm telling you, if they would give it, that got to be the most, right? The MLA has to be the most widely sold shortwave antenna, I'm going to say, in probably in recent history. Because I'm telling you right now, I know Wellbrook, all these companies, they feeling it. They feeling the decline in sales. They got to be feeling it. Because I was very close to getting a Wellbrook. I was very close. After having the MFJ, I was very close. I was like really close to pulling the trigger on it. I was going to get I'm telling you, I was really close. And then I was like, then the MLA 30 came out. Then I saw reviews on it. Because I waited too. I didn't get it right away. I waited just a little bit. I think Jules got it. Jules had bought it before. Yeah. He did. He bought it before I did. So when I saw his review, then I bought it. Yeah, it was because of Jules. Jules, once he bought it and he reviewed it, then I said, yeah, I gotta buy this one. I'm gonna compare it to the MFJ. And then, but I wasn't the first one. I know I wasn't. I was like, there was a few, and some people never bought the MLA 30. There's some a YouTuber, shortwave, and some of them have still not bought the MLA 30. And I was like, I'm surprised. I'm like, it's cool. I would like to say compared to, because I know Modified MLA said that he compared it. He compared the MLA 30 to his Wellbrook, and he said, he posted here that is not that much of a difference. It beats it not by a lot. They're very close. So if he said that, I believe him. He got You know, there's no shame in saying that you bought a $500 antenna. It was good at the time. It still is good. But something comes along and it's competition, right? Competition. The more we have, the more competition, the better. It drops the price. You have more competition. You know? Like I said, when I bought my antenna, it was already, because that was the cheapest antenna. When I bought my MFJ 1886, that was the cheapest loop that I could buy at the time. I didn't have the $40 antenna option. I wish I had that option. And then there was another company. Actually, before the MLA, the MLA 30, there was another person that made something similar to that one. I forgot the name of that one. It resembled that one. And I think he was selling it for $89. And I was going to buy that antenna. But then the MLA 30, a lot of people started buying it. And I saw videos on it like crazy, including that guy that modified it. Because I wasn't the first video. Well, obviously, my videos weren't the first one that modified it. It was a British guy. I think it was a Ham. He's a British guy. He's the one that first posted a video of his. He didn't show the mod. He just compared it to a Wellbrook, and it wasn't that much better. You know, I mean, it was very close. So that convinced me to buy it too. It was his video, and then I made my videos on there, on the comparisons and all that. But yeah. Jim's radio check. Hook up that MLA 30 up to that 750 with the medium wave plug-in, and it becomes a beast. Yeah, I tried it. I tried it with that one a long time ago. I tried it. It's pretty good. My antenna's going on the second winter and holding out good. You know, and they're durable. You know. Yeah, you got the plastic. The outside one, the preamp is plastic, but this is it's good. I have mine for a couple of years out there. Going on one of them 3 years. I'll get that to a minute because I already have a video on there. The BNC, I already have a video on there. How to connect the BNC. I have a video on that already. I did that video like 2 years ago. It was in March. It was around the height of the pandemic. I think it was March 2020 is when I made that video. I have it. That's one of my yeah, I have that video. I did the mod. That's the only mod I mean, there's other mods. People mess with the potentiometer because they put a bigger, if I had to, people ask me all the time about that too. Is it worth doing the mod? You don't have to. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Everybody know. I decided to do the mod because I like to experiment. That's the only reason why I did the mods. It works good right out the box. Okay. Stock version, it works fine. It's just the SMA is kind of fragile, so you got to be careful with that. But it works fine. I'm using a stock one. I still have a stock one out there, and I bought the extension cable. So how much is that? 20 feet or whatever it comes with, and then the 50 feet coming into here. So I got about 75 feet total SMA all the way here, and it's fine. The stock one, and I kept the stock one because when I travel, I could just pack up the wire because this is the wire, and that's it. I can just put it in the bag and take it with me. Now the other ones with the copper, I happen to have the old copper because I had an old I have made an old active loop a long time ago, and that's why I had the copper one. And the hula hoop, I just had it because I made a hula hoop, and I wanted to experiment. That's the reason. But if you ask me now, should I modify one if it's a dramatic difference? No, it's not that big dramatic difference. Even the BNC. I wanted to do the BNC because I have a bunch of BNC wire that I'm not using, And instead of buying an extension for this SMA, I decided no, I'm just gonna put the BNC and and for me, it was also content, how-to video. Like I said, the MLA 30 is cheap. It's $40. If I would have broke it, oh well, would have bought another one. I experiment with it. But if somebody like starting out in shortwave, they're getting back in the hobby, and they need to buy one antenna, yeah, I would buy the MLA 30, and I wouldn't modify. I would leave it the way it is. I would leave it alone and have fun with it. So yeah, so D Ralph. And what's up, D Ralph? How's it going? Hi Danny. If I send you an open MLA 30 for free, will you do it? So I did a step-by-step already on the mod. Now the copper part, like I said, that was an old copper. I have a video on the copper when I first bought it. It's soft. A lot of people ask me about the copper. How you bend it like that? This copper is very soft. It's the one they use for refrigeration. I think it's only about is it 1.5 inch wide, the copper, the tube. It comes coiled up in the box, so it's very soft. So as you take it out the box, I uncoiled it because it comes in a coil about a foot wide. The coil is. So when you take it out the box, I just uncoil it. I have a round like this round table, right? This is what I used. I put it around along the edge of the round table to make it round. I took my time with it. And then at the ends, I just smashed it with a hammer, flattened the two ends, and then I drilled a hole on each one. So I could put it on the on the preamp. You have those two screws sticking out. I drilled a hole so I could slide it in, and then with the wing nut you tighten, and that's it. That's all you have to do with that. He's not, there's a lot of videos that people posted with some, like that guy Ken, the Japanese guy. He did one with aluminum flat bar, which looks pretty cool too. So I didn't want to do another because my copper was already bent and everything, so I didn't want to do a video just bending the copper because I already had But the BNC, I have the video on that. That's when you go to my channel, go to the most popular videos. It's right there, or you could or you put it in a search, MLA 30 BNC mod, and my video should be up there. My video is probably number 1, number 2. I forgot how many views it got. It probably got about last time I checked, I think it's 13,000 views or something. I forgot what it was. I'll check it right now. Yeah, right here, popular uploads is right there, number 5. 13,000. How to install BNC connector to the MLA 30 active loop. That's the video right there. 30-minute video. I broke it down. I opened it up. Of course, I cut the original wire out to where it says there. Just follow the video and it's right there. Then the BNC connector, I got the links to buy the BNC. Or you could put another connector. You could put what is it? The one is the cable one, the one for TV, 75. You could put one of those. You could put an SMA external, for SMA. Was the SL239 is the one? I wouldn't put the SL239 because it's bigger. And I explained it when I show you the video. If you look at the video, I broke it down there. It's a 30-minute video, but I went slow, and I don't know how many likes I got on there. I got over 200 likes on it.